his mature years, Central Coast striker Danny McBreen has turned goal machine this season.
McBreen! Oh my word! Simply sensational!
Handed the task of leading the line for the high-flying Mariners, he's rewarded Graham Arnold's faith by firing to the top of the goal-scoring charts and the Mariners towards more silverware.
Could it be 7? It is, you know, and it is a hat-trick for Daniel McBreen.
Joining him on the couch tonight is Wanderers defender Adam Depuzo. A Western Sydney local, Depuzo spent 5 years with the Newcastle Jets, and that included a championship, before he spent a year out of the game with one of the world's biggest accounting firms. But Tony Popovich came calling, and Depuzo has proven a key part of the competition's meanest defence.
Welcome, boys. Without the glasses, Adam and Danny, good to have you here on Sunday Shootout. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Very good, thank you.
Well, you're better than he is at the moment. Adam, you're better than Danny. Take us through last night's 8th win in a row from your perspective.
I guess, yeah, the club as a whole and the team as a whole is proud to have 8 in a row. I guess we're equaling the record, and hopefully we can take the record for the most wins. And, yeah, great to get the win last night. But, yeah, that's behind us now. We'll look to next week.
Danny, finals-like atmosphere at Blue Tongue Stadium last night. Magnificent atmosphere.
Yep.
Was it a finals-like deflation after you lost the game?
Oh, no, you know, there's still 4 games to go in the league. Obviously, it was a big game being the top 2 in the competition with so shorter games left. But we've still got 4 games to go, and hopefully these guys can drop a couple of points and we'll sneak above them.
Well, I just want to say to both of you, that was a game for me played in atrocious conditions, at a very high tempo, and everything you want to see from a top-line game in front of a packed house. So congratulations, provide us with wonderful entertainment. First to you, Adam. The game itself, and by Tony Popovich's own admission, he didn't quite get your attacking game going, but you hung in there. You seem to find a way in difficult circumstances, week in, week out. Does that come, you think, from the togetherness and the spirit that you have, or just from individuals doing their job brilliantly?
Yeah, I found myself, I think everyone is doing their own job to a T, and there's no one carrying the next player, so everyone knows their role and is executing it to the nth degree. So, yep, the togetherness is spot on, and the hard work's out training, we're working very hard each week. So everyone, when they're out there, they're more than ready and prepared to get the job done. So it comes down to also refusing to lose and then find their way to win. And I guess, yeah, we're clinical last night.
And Daniel, to you, just a quick question. Sorry, Adam. Playing against the West Sydney Wanderers, take your mind back to that first game of the season, their opening game at Parramatta Stadium. What are the major differences that you've seen between that side you played against on the opening game of the season and the side you played against last night?
Well, I think the foreigners, you know, they've settled in. It obviously took them a while to come over here and gel with the team, and you know, it's an experienced group of guys they've got there as well. So I think really, if you look through their team, the foreigners, they've been tremendous. You know, you can pick through the 6 of them, and they've done a really good job, and they've sort of shone through in the end. And these guys as well, the experienced guys, it's just been, like you say, the togetherness, and they seem to have a good team unit there. So very difficult to break down.
Pick out another defining moment of last night as well, and it actually doubles as our Hungry Jack's Save of the Week.
This Save of the Week is brought to you by Hungry Jack's. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Something a little bit different though here, Bozza. We'll chuck in the lead up to the penalty and the end result. Take us through it. You didn't think it was a penalty last night? Nothing,
no, I didn't think it was a penalty. I thought, you know, both players were going for the ball. I thought Patrick used his experience there to make sure he got one, but that's another subject altogether. But the penalty, the reason I give this, and it was just above Galekovic's save of his feet against Berisha, was because number one, the technique of the dive. If you can keep your legs behind you, that's a perfect technique. But not many goalkeepers could put their legs out like that and make sure the ball doesn't rebound right back into the path of the penalty taker. And in such an important big game at a crucial moment, that's why it got Save of the Week.
And he had a big chance to score a goal as well, Ante, but that would have been getting greedy.
Yeah, why didn't he kick it? What was going on there?
The fans are too loud. I was trying to yell at him, but yeah, didn't hear me. So
you wanted to take the applause, didn't you? This is like that old mate. Yeah, so like, thank you very much. Yeah.
Turn around. The penalties. We've got to get onto the subject, Danny. That's 4 now. You were involved in this little run as well. What is going on? Do you practice them?
Yeah, we do.
Training?
We do. You know, it's not something that we don't care about or we don't work on. Obviously, I was the penalty taker, and I missed the 2. So Monty in the next game was obviously confident that he could take it as an experienced player. Unfortunately, he missed as well. And to be fair to Matty, he's been banging on for weeks that he wanted to be involved in the penalties. He takes them in training and he does it quite often, and he takes them quite well. So Arnie gave him the chance, and unluckily for him, you see, Ian Say left his legs behind him and saved it. So hopefully I'm back on him this week.
We'll wait and see next weekend against Sydney FC. Bozza, it's not all doom and gloom for the Mariners. They are still playing very well, and they were very good last night as well. A few things you picked out from the contest.
Yeah, I have picked out a few things from the contest, and the first thing I wanted to show everybody is that, and here's a great picture of, just watch the distance here between the two sets of front and back players, 22.10 metres. That's why that basically it was such a battle, especially for that first 20 minutes. Now, one of the consequences of that is when you do lose the ball, you are in a position that you can close down in a ferocious manner. It's like making it a minefield for the other team. But one thing then after that, which I wanted to show, is that, and I was very, very proud of the Central Coast Mariners, is that despite those type of tackles and so forth, they believed in themselves and they believed in their system enough, and more importantly in each other, to keep playing their football. And remember, in atrocious conditions. And if you do that in the right areas at the right time, you will create time and space to create your chances. And they had several of those chances during the game. Only a magnificent stop there by Topper Stanley stopped there. This is at the beginning of the second half. Once again, look at the distance, 20.8 metres between the front men and the back men of both teams. You would have thought as the game went on that would have started to drift out a little bit. Now here's the Mariners in the second half, once again, showing the belief, their steadfast belief in their system, putting out one of their set moves. Daniel Green comes short, Bernie Abini comes in, leaves a space for Pedge Bowich, who we're going to rename the Engine because the running that he does is absolutely phenomenal. Puts a dangerous ball in, and here McGlinchey would be disappointed if he didn't hit the target. So the reason why I'm emphasising this is that though tactics are very important part of any football game, when you're playing a game that is so big and so tight and plays such a ferocious pace in those type of conditions, there's men and moments that will win or lose you football games.
You agree with that, Danny? I mean, not a lot wrong with what you're doing at the moment, even though you've lost the lead on the ladder?
No, you know, we think we've played well the last 3 games. You know, obviously we got the result against Victory. I thought we played really well on Wednesday, and I thought we dominated, particularly in the second half, the game last night. We had our chances to kill off the game with the penalty, and I hit the crossbar and Bernie had a chance, but fair credit to these guys, they stuck in there, they got their one chance and they put it away, and you know, that was it.
It's intriguingly placed with 4 games remaining for each side, because you've got the little mix of the Mariners and their Asian Champions League campaigns thrown in. These are the remaining fixtures for the Wanderers, and they've got 2 at home starting next Sunday, Adam, and just on home. And indeed away. I mean, you go to Melbourne hard. I dare say there'll be fans booking flights to Melbourne now as well to get Amy Park again. Then you've got another game in New South Wales. How much does it lift you?
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfair to the opposition because we go to every game now with 12 men. You know, I guess you can say West Sydney is the heartland of football, and they're definitely showing that. And the pride they're showing, just I remember getting goosebumps running out last night, being an away game with so many fans there, getting goosebumps now. So the boys are proud, and what an adventure we're on.
That is incredible, and it is delicately placed though. You do have that 12th man, but the Mariners do have a pretty good side at the moment, and they're playing some pretty good football. This is their run in as well. Now, between the Sydney FC and Brisbane Roar game, they've got a trip to Japan, so take that into consideration. However, Danny, thanks to your 15 goals and your goal difference of 24, it basically means the Wanderers can't afford to slip up if you take all those games, because if they do, even if they draw, you've got it on goal difference. So that's a little bit of a bonus. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's probably worth a point to us at the moment. So we'll be breathing down their neck every week, and if we can take all our points, we'll hope they drop some and steal it. Tony Popovich, Adam, how good a coach is he?
Definitely the best I've had, without a doubt. And I guess it's scary to see how far he will go. So.
I wanted to ask you, because he never tells me, because I'm always looking at ways to lose weight and so forth. You are superbly conditioned. Both you and the Central Coast are the 2 best conditioned teams in the league, and you could see that last night. Talk us through the preparation that he put you through during pre-season to get you in this type of shape. How would you sum it up without giving away too many secrets? I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, I think sports scientists would have called us crazy. We just pushed ourselves to the limit, I think, and definitely the hardest pre-season I've done. And just got everyone on board with his methodology, so to speak, and we all believed in it. And everyone's contributing together. Every day our conversations about what we ate last night, and especially when you're getting weighed in every morning, you want to make sure, and he's having a look at what you're weighing in at. You want to make sure that you're the right weight. So
if you're over a certain weight, does that rule you out of selection for that weekend?
You have to ask him.
All right.
Most of us.
Adam, what about yourself? Your streak. We've got to bring it up. The numbers don't stack up despite your background in accountancy. 0 goals in 122 matches. You're getting closer though. You had an opportunity last night and earlier in the season. I mean, it took a worldie from Nichevsky to tip you out against in the derby.
He's a mate of mine.
No, he's not. It's coming, isn't it? No goals in 122 games. The longest streak. It's got to be around the corner.
I hope so. I nearly got one last night. I'll try and get one before season end. But I guess it's nice being in the record books. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm practicing. I'm trying my best. Here it is.
In terms of the defensive unit, it's the rock that your challenge for the title is being built upon. How much work are you doing or have you done on the training pitch in terms of that, the understanding that not only the back four had, but the goalkeeper as well? You know, the performances by the 5 years last night was practically, 1 year the game?
I guess we defend from the front. In training, we structurally learn from first defending from the number 9 up front. So and we do it a couple of times a week, and there's video sessions and so forth. So I guess we're provided with all the information we need to get the job done, and I guess it's a matter of us taking it on board and executing it. And I think credit to the team that we're doing it pretty well.